just a regular tool. But some things you just don't realize, even though they're happening right in front of your eyes. I'm not even sure just what went wrong. All I know, I've stayed here for too long. Some tears are softer than others.
We are on the flybridge in Landlocked Cove, and Jim is filling the tender with fuel so we can get it down and go explore a little bit. See him? See him on the shoreline? Did you see it?
The coyote walked right along the beach, right where the tender was, for a long while.
We were surprised that he noticed us, but he wasn't
Afraid. They're usually quite skittish and hard to spot.
Anyway, that was pretty cool.
Very cool. Very cool.
Some tears are softer than others. Sometimes even gold can rust. Some flags will suddenly change colors, and that's what makes it hard to know just what to trust. And even gold can rust.
But the ultra fine, soft sand with the designs in it from the water running down. The black sand beach. And just this little section here. We looked all around for remnants of a community that used to be here. And this is all we could find. It looks like timbers maybe from an old wharf and some big thick steel rods. But early 1900s, there was a community here and a very active mining, copper mining. I think we read that they pulled 1 million pounds of copper out of Copper Mountain that we're at the base of right now. There was even like a post office and all that. But boy, you sure can't find anything now. Except this was all we could find. Some old timbers coming out of the hillside. Bear tracks.
Yeah, the sand
On the
shows
beach.
us that A bear was here.
Right
Yeah.
about at the high tide line.
Yep.
Leaving Landlocked Bay this morning. Was a great couple nights of anchorage here. Not too long of a cruise today, but not sure exactly our destination. It's a group of islands around the base of the entrance to Columbia Glacier, which we plan to go visit in the next couple days.
There's a bit of a breeze here. We're approaching the town of Tadalac, and we're going to go through Tadalac Narrows, which will get us to the other side of Bligh Island, where the Bligh Island Reef is. But there's a good bit of wind. Ahead of us is Tadalac. It's the largest native village in Prince William Sound, and it is at the south end of Tadalac Narrows, which is what we're going to go through here. And there are markers to get us through here because there's a lot of shoals. It's a little bit of a high tide now, higher tide. So we just got to be careful and go through here. Here is the chart. We're at the south end of the Narrows, and that's what we need to work our way through to get out to the north end. Sound.
Well, here is all of Prince William Sound, and we're down here in this corner at the beginning of the Valdez Arm. But let's zoom in a little bit more so you get a better view of where we are, going between an island here and a reef here. This island over here is Bligh Reef.
Bligh Island.
Bligh Island, I'm sorry. This is Reef Island. And this is Bligh Reef. So let's look out the window. There's Bligh Island in the background, Reef Island in the foreground, out ahead of us. Probably really can't see it, but on the horizon is these beautiful mountains. And then maybe we'll be able to see it. Over there's a marker marking Bligh Reef. Bligh Reef is where on March 24th, 1989, the Exxon Valdez ran aground here in Prince William Sound. Right out here. So we're cutting between the reef and the islands and going to go try a little bit more bottom fishing.
We're fishing off of Reef Island right there. And then there's the channel that goes to Valdez. Out here's the marker Jim showed you on Bligh Reef. And Glacier Island is that dark island right in front of us. And then those are islands on the far side, or not islands, those are, well, mountains on the far side of the sound. There's a couple other boats out here fishing with us. But today's like the first sunny day, and it is amazing. And that's looking back towards the Cordova area.
Right, we're at the entrance to the Columbia Glacier area. And if we look on the chart, we're going to go to an anchorage here behind Heather Island. We'll show you a little bit later. This is the terminal moraine here, this shallow spot wall here, and then the head of the glacier here. But the Columbia Glacier was here in 1974. It's actually done all this retreating since then. And what we've been reading about is this passage over here is often not available around Glacier Island due to ice. And I look out the window with the binoculars and it looks like a solid wall of ice that way. like that's not going to be available. But we're going to poke our head around the corner a little bit, then come back into our anchorage for tonight. It's pretty exciting, but this looks like a lot of ice up here. So we'll see. Maybe we won't be able to get to the glacier because they talk about so much ice across this terminal moraine you can't get through, and you have to be careful not to get trapped through. And if we look at the mountains over here, holy cow, and then the ice ahead of us, we shall see. We're going to go up here and look around the corner, but I think we may see a solid wall of ice up here.
Oh, did you want to talk? I was busy with the cat.
I'm good. I'm good. We're very carefully going back to this
Anchorage. We
without too much charting information.
not much on the chart, but was to avoid that rock at the bottom of the screen right there. And we successfully managed that. And now we're working on getting our way back here. And Barkley was helping, but he's also kind of blocking the depth sounder. So look at the emerald green water. Wow. Well, what do you think?
Holy cow.
Exactly.
Look out the window.
It's impressive. Ooh, look at that.
up here on the upper deck finally. The weather's nice enough to be up here. It's only about 48 degrees or so, but I don't care, it's sunny. So up here on the upper deck, wanted to show you the view here from up here. At the base of the Columbia Glacier is where we are. Check out those mountains in the distance. This bay we're in. Beautiful evening. You know me, a couple steaks on the barbecue. Looking good. Here's the kicker. It's 9:30 at night right now. And look at that sun. We are in June, the night of the midnight sun, or the land of the midnight sun. Is that how you say that? It will not start to get dusk till about 11 p.m. So this is the 9:30 p.m. view in the anchorage.
All right, I can't help it. It's 11 p.m. Isn't this something?